Good evening, sir. Sir, namaskar.
Please introduce yourself.
Sir, again, please.
Please introduce yourself.
Okay, sir. Sir, my name is Shita Chotrai. I have completed my schooling from St. Joseph's Girls High School, Cuttack, my plus 2 from Revencia College, and plus 3 from Revencia University. Then I completed my LLB from Madhusudan Law College and my LLM from Central University of Punjab.
What was your special subject in LLM?
Okay, sir. Sir, I did LLM in human rights.
What is human right?
Okay, sir. So, human right is the basic right that is available to each human being by the very virtue of being taken as birth as a human being.
What is the difference between human right and fundamental right?
Okay, sir. Sir, the fundamental rights are those rights which are mentioned in Part 3 of the Constitution of India and which can be enforced in the court. And the human rights are those rights which are present even if they are not mentioned in the Constitution, such as Article 1 of UDHR speaks that all human beings are born free and with equal dignity. So even if that is not precisely mentioned in fundamental right, it is available to all human beings.
What are your optional subjects in judicial service examination?
Okay, sir. Sir, my optional were property law, personal law, and law of crimes and torts.
What is personal law?
Sir, as India is a country of different religions, each religion have their own personal law, which are such as a Muslim personal law. Sorry, sir, such as the Shariat Act in the Muslim. And in the Hindu, we have the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. These personal law defines the customs and the rules regarding marriage, adoption, and the property rights.
If a Mohammedan can adopt a child,
Sir, the process of adoption is uniquely confined to the Hindu law. In the Mohammedan law, there is no precise law that legally guarantees adoption, but they have a similar concept called acknowledgement. But in that, they cannot adopt an unknown person. Rather, that concept is to legalize a marriage where the customs are um, where the customs do not validly, I'm sorry, sir, in acknowledgement, it is used to legally adopt a child or a marriage.
what are the requirements for a valid adoption under Hindu law?
Sir, the the person adopting should be capable and have the capacity to adopt. That is both in male and female. He or she should be a major. He or she should be of sound mind. In case of male, he should take the permission of his wife, or if he has more than one wife, then all the permission of all the wives. And the second point is, in case of the person who is giving the child in adoption, they should have the capability and capacity to give the child in adoption. So now, as per the new amendment, the father and mother both should consent to to their child being adopted. Before, it was the father could give the child in adoption even without the consent of the mother. But now both the parents should consent. So the third is the child being adopted should not have been previously adopted. Adoption is only allowed once.
Ex nurse is working in a hospital. She found an abandoned girl child. She took that child. Can she adopt that child? What are the requirements for how she can adopt?
Sir, in this case, she can adopt according to the Juvenile Justice Act, and as per the Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act 1956, the woman should be of 21, should be greater, should the age difference between the child being adopted and the woman to who would adopt the child should be 21 years. She should be major and she should be of sound mind.
My question is that she found an abandoned girl child.
Okay, sir. Sir, I'm sorry, sir. I cannot say the precise answer. I'm sorry, sir.
There is no document for registered document for adoption. Whether such adoption is valid or invalid.
Sir, I'm unable. Sir, I'm sorry, sir. I'm
A
unable to recall.
17-year girl married a 20 years boy.
Okay, sir.
What is the effect of that marriage?
Sir, in that case, the marriage is voidable by the child, by the girl child. She can repudiate the marriage as per Section 13. 2 clause 4 of Hindu Marriage Act before she attains the age of 18 years. Even if whether the marriage is consummated or not, that does not matter, but she can repudiate the marriage, though the marriage is not void. If she does not repudiates the marriage, it will be valid.
What is divorce by mutual consent?
Sir, Section 13B of Hindu Marriage Act 1955 defines marriage by mutual consent. In that case, both the parties present the application to the court for divorce by mutual consent on the ground that they have not been able to live together for a period of 1 year. They have mutually decided to stay separate, and that application should be present. Sorry, sir. So the cooling period for the application is 6 to 18 months. If within that period the parties do not withdraw the application, then court, on being satisfied of the grounds, can grant them mutual divorce.
There is a decree for restoration of conjugal right.
Yes,
For
sir.
2 years, the conjugal right was not restored. What further relief either party can get from the court?
Sir, the party can opt for divorce. Because, sir, Section 13(1)(a), it is mentioned that if even after the passing of decree of conjugal rights, restitution of conjugal rights, the party have not cohabited for a period of 1 year or more, they can apply for divorce.
What is public nuisance?
Sir, public nuisance, the exact definition is provided in Section 268 of Indian Penal Code 1860. It says that any act or omission which causes danger or annoyance. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not recalling the exact words.
What is mischief? What is mischief?
Sir, sir, which I'm sorry, sir. I'm
What is
not.
criminal trespass?
Okay, sir. Sir, criminal trespass is mentioned in Section 441 when a person enters into possession of another's immovable property with intent to commit an offense or to cause annoyance or insult to such person, or even if he entered lawfully, he stays there unlawfully to commit an offense or to annoy or intimidate him, it is criminal trespass. As per Odisha Amendment, if a person having lawfully entered stays in the possession of another's immovable property, despite getting the notice to evacuate it for to in the intent to occupy that property, it is called criminal trespass. So, as per Odisha Amendment, if a tenant stays unlawfully in a landlord's house, even after getting a notice, he is liable for criminal trespass.
Is there any change of law by any case law? This provision has been changed probably by a case law. Have you gone through it? You are aware of it?
I'm
Okay.
sorry, sir.
What is estoppel?
Sir, sir,
Estoppel.
it is mentioned in Section 115 of Indian Evidence Act. A person, when by act, omission, or declaration causes another person to believe a thing to be true, and then causes another person to believe a thing to be true, and such person acts on such belief, then the other person is precluded from denying the truth of the fact which he has stated. Sir, in 116 and 117 are the various different types of estoppel, such as estoppel by of tenant, and then bill of exchange and licensee.
What is bill of exchange? Can you say?
It is a negotiable instrument, but sir, the exact definition, I'm sir. Oh, sorry, sir.
What is lease?
Sir,
Lease.
sir. Okay, sir. Sir, as per Section 105 of Transfer of Property Act, lease is the transfer of right to enjoy immovable property for a certain period or in perpetuity in consideration of the price paid or promised, or money, or share of crops, or any other thing of value. Sir, the person who gives the lease is called the lease. Sorry, sir. So the person who gives the lease of the immovable property is called the lessor, and the person to whom the lease is given is called the leasee.
Which type of lease needs compulsory registration?
Okay, sir. Sir, mm, lease of immovable property of year to year, or exceeding yearly rent, or sir, another point I'm unable to recall is.
What is mortgage?
I'm sorry, sir, I'm
What
unable
is
to
gift?
recall it. Okay, sir. Sir, it is mentioned in Section 122 of Transfer of Property Act. Gift is the transfer of an existing movable or immovable property by a person voluntarily without consideration. The gift should be accepted by the donee within the lifetime of the donor, or within which he is capable to transfer the gift.
What is exchange?
Sorry, sir.
What is doctrine of lease pendants?
Okay, sir. As per Section 52 of Transfer of Property Act, when a property is, sorry, sir, when a proceeding or suit is pending, which is not collusive, a person and the immovable property is directly or specifically in issue. And, sorry, sir, and the dispute regarding the immovable property is directly or specifically in issue. No party can transfer the property so as to affect the right of the other party, except as per the decision of the court. So, sir, in simple words, if we take an example, suppose there are two parties, A and B, and there is dispute between them regarding an immovable property, and during the pendency of that period, B transfers the property to C. So, even if A wins the case, now C will say that as I am not party to the case, I am not bound by the decree. And in this process, the administration of justice will get frustrated. So no person can transfer the property during the pendency of the case except the order of the court.
What is actionable claim?
Sir, again, please.
What is actionable claim?
Claim. Okay, sir. Sir, as per Section 3 of Transfer of Property Act, actionable claim is any claim by which an case can be filed in a court. The elements are, it should be for an unsecured debt, and the second is for a beneficial, for a benefit in the movable property, not in possession of the person. Sir, I'm sorry, sir.
What is redemption of mortgage?
I'm sorry, sir. I haven't gone through it.
What is foreclosure?
Sir, I haven't gone through. The mortgage chapter I haven't gone through yet.
What is offense?
Sir, any act or omission punishable by the Indian Penal Code or any other law is called an offense.
What is the major change in law now on BNS? Which changed the law of previous penal code?
Okay. Sir, in BNS, sir, the first change being that the law is being made citizen centric, and there is speedy disposal of justice. There is deletion of unnatural offenses and the addition of offenses like community service, which is a very important thing. Sir,
Community
shall I?
service, community service is an offense. Addition of
Sir,
offense means.
I'm sorry, sir. Sir, I thought the changes in law, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I was
Okay.
unable to. Mm. Sir, shall I say, continue?
Okay. You know, this is a brief interview. I want to give you some feedback in the matter.
Yes, sir.
You right, you human right also nicely answered. The human right, the right as a human being, what rights a person is entitled as per law, not moral
Okay, sir.
rights, as per law. For his dignified living, with not only with getting food, shelter, etc. All the things, human being.
Okay.
Fundamental right also you answer. Personal law means a law applicable to a person as because he is a particular religion. On religion basis, religious basis, laws are applicable so far as marriage, succession are concerned. Because as we call particular religion, personal law, Hindu as a personal law, this Mohammedan has also a personal law. That Shariat law is that personal law. Then Mohammedan can adopt a child. There is no provision of adoption in Mohammedan law. You show that paternity can be acknowledged. But
Yes, sir.
because when there is a dispute regarding marriage, in such case, the a Mohammedan male can adopt or that acknowledge the paternity of a child, not adoption. That is different thing. Valid adoption under Hindu law, what is that requirement? Parties must be competent to adopt. The person who takes an adoption must be competent. Who gives an adoption must be competent. And the child must be competent to be adopted. There is other requirements of law, that is giving, taking ceremony, etc. That is to be followed. The requirement for a valid adoption. For adoption, that is registration of a document is not required, but if a document has been registered, signing by the parties, then it is to be presumed that all the requirements of adoption have been complete.
Yes, sir.
Then my question was nurse took a girl
Yes,
child.
sir.
It's a very interesting question because a child can be adopted by the deferred guardian with permission of the court. Court permission is required. That is there. Unless there is permission from the court, such adoption cannot be. Because even taking the he is a deferred guardian. Guardian, even to him herself or himself, specifically it has been mentioned in the Hindu adoption and euthanasia with the
Yes, sir.
permission of the court. Abandon get child. 17 years, 20 years. What is that? If the marriage, that's a valid marriage. That's a valid marriage. They are liable under child marriage standard.
Yes, sir.
Even POXO Act, because below 18 years girl, the marriage is condemned on the POXO Act, the husband is liable. Then divorce by mutual consent, you understand, they are living separately for 1 year and more, and they are unable to live together, and they have mutually agreed to dissolve their marriage by decree of divorce. These three requirements must. Then on that, they may jointly file a petition for a decree of divorce by mutual consent. These three main requirements. When a rational conjugality also right, rational conjugality has been passed, that has not been, conjugal right has not been restored for 1 year and more. Then on that one, either party can file a petition for divorce. Then public nuisance as you, any act or omission which causes danger or annoyance or obstruction to public. Very concept, you should know what is the concept of public nuisance. Mischief, whoever causes, intentionally causes any damage, destruction to the property of another or to the public, that is called mischief. Intentionally causing damage or destruction to somebody or other's property. Then criminal trespass, you know, whoever enters into the, not possession, enters into the property of another, we take that. So commit an offense to call. Even that is there. Estoppel, estoppel is a rule of evidence. When a person by his act, declaration, or omission made another to believe thing to be true, and on that belief he has acted upon, then in a suit between him and that person, he cannot deny the truth of the same, what he has represented. That is a rule of evidence. Bill of exchange, you saw, because you told bill of exchange. Bill of exchange is an undertaking in writing. Bill of exchange is a order in writing. Order in writing, directing a person to pay certain money on behalf of that person to another. Check is a bill of exchange drawn on a bank. Check is a check. Bill of exchange is unconditional order directing a person to pay certain money on behalf of that person to another. That is bill of exchange. Negotiable Instrument Act requires. Lease, you should know, lease is a transfer of right to enjoy certain property for certain period in lieu of payment of rent or periodical payment. As you know, lease from year to year, reserving yearly rent needs compulsory registration, exceeding year. Then mortgage is very transfer of an interest. Transfer of an interest in specific immovable property as security for payment of debt. And one uninterest, only single interest is transfer as security for payment of debt. Gift is a voluntary transfer of property made by a person called donor to the other called donor without consideration. And that must be accepted by the donor during lifetime of the donor. That is gift. Exchange, when one property, you may, if you know, you do not know, either that one property is transferred for another property. That is exchange. Ownership of one property is transferred for the ownership of another property. That is exchange. Not consideration is bad. Property, even some money is bad. That is exchange. Then dispendence, during pendency of a suit, the property cannot be transferred without permission of the court so as to defeat the decree which will be passed in the case. Whatever property is told, whatever decree is passed, that is binding on the transferee. That is doctrine of dispute. Actionable claim to any debt other than a debt secured by mortgage or by hypothecation, which the civil court recognizes a right to give relief to the party. That is actionable. Redemption of mortgage. At any time when the mortgage money is due for payment, the mortgagor or any other person on his behalf may file a suit to get back the mortgage property on payment of the mortgage money. This is called right of redemption. At any time when the mortgage money is due for payment, the mortgagor may file a claim. The get back the property on payment of the mortgage money. This right is called right of redemption. Foreclosure. Similarly, at any time when after the mortgage money is due for payment, the mortgagee may, in certain types of mortgagee may file a suit to foreclose the mortgagor to redeem the mortgage property. You cannot. You pay the money, otherwise you will be prevented. You will be foreclosed to redeem. That is called right of foreclosure. Offense. You know, any act or omission punishable law is an offense. Then Main change in law, that is, what is changed in BNS, Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita? Major change, punishment, some certain cases, punishment was enhanced. Then the one type of punishment, that is community service, a new type of punishment was given for petty offences. Petty offences. And all offences against women and children were, all offences were categorized in one place, one chapter. All offences against women and children at one place. So this is, more emphasis has been given on the offences against women and children. These are the things. Yes, you are doing better. Now be confident. When you do not know a particular art, it is not expected that everybody knows everything. And also in interview, one cannot, all questions, your knowledge is not tested. Your personality is tested. Is to be tested. Be confident, and I wish, I hope that you will succeed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.